In today's lecture, we are going to learn HTML template and dynamic value injection. So previously, we have seen how to send HTML as the response, and also using different ways we have read the file content and we have displayed to the user. But in some cases, what we need, instead of sending static HTML page to the user, we just want to send dynamic HTML which will be including some place or which will be including username. So in this lecture, we are going to understand how to include or how to inject dynamic values in our code. From this HTML response, I will copy this entire code, and here I will be creating one file. I will write HTML template.js, and inside this I'm just going to paste this entire content, and inside this function I'm just going to remove this entire thing. Instead, I'm just going to uncomment. Using this read file sync, I am reading index.html, and that entire HTML I am sending as the response. So inside this index.html, I am having this entire content. So that content I will be sending as the response. Now I will open terminal. I am inside this folder http, inside which I am having html template.js. Let me just change the file name. I will write html template.js. I will hit enter. Server is running on port 5000. I will open browser, and in my URL, I'm just going to type localhost 5000. As soon as I hit enter, successfully, I am able to get complete HTML file as the response. But what I want, instead of sending this static data, here I just want to send hello Khanam, welcome to Node.js course. So that Khanam will be dynamic value. In place of Khanam, you can give any name, and that dynamic value you can inject while sending response to user. I will open editor. Inside this index.html, in place of this word, I will be using this double curly braces, inside which I will be passing my name. You can pass any placeholder. Okay, basically I'm just passing this placeholder. If you want, you can pass single curly braces, as well as you can pass this percentages. Okay, simply we are passing placeholder. So later on, using this placeholder, we are just going to replace our dynamic value. And for replacing, what we will do, we are going to use JavaScript replace method. I will come to this file. Here, I will be writing HTML. For this, I'm just going to assign new value. So instead of const, I will be making it as let. What I will do, whatever result I am having, on that, I'm just going to apply this replace method, inside which I have passed my placeholder. What placeholder you have passed, either you have used double curly braces, single curly braces, or in this way, if you're passing the placeholder, then exact placeholder you have to wrap inside this double quotes. And with what value I have to replace? I have to replace with my name. Now above this, I'm just going to create the variable. I will give the variable name as my name, and for that I'm just going to assign the value Khanam. So in place of that my name, I'm just going to replace with this value Khanam. Now I'm just going to restart my application. Server is running. Now I am having hello world. As soon as I refresh, you can see successfully I am able to inject dynamic values in my response. But imagine inside index.html, hello Khanam, welcome to Node.js course, and again I will be writing exact placeholder, copy, and here I will be pasting. Save this. I have restarted my application. As soon as I refresh, you can see the limitation is whenever we are using replace method, it is just going to update our first occurrence only for this placeholder. it has given the name Khanam. But for second one, whatever data I have added, it has returned exact same result. So if you're having multiple occurrences and if you want to inject same value for all the occurrences, understanding how to inject dynamic values is important because later using all this concept, we are going to create one project. In place of this, I will be passing this curly braces. Exact same thing I will copy and here I will be pasting. Now, if you want to change accordingly, you have to pass the curly braces. In this way, we are just replacing this placeholder with the value which we have given. I have restarted my server. If I refresh, you can see again I will be having the same result. Now here, in place of Khanam, I will be giving Seema. Restart the server. Come here, refresh this. You can see successfully we are able to inject this dynamic value. So this is how we are going to use HTML template in Node.js.